Good morning students, Jai Swaminarayan. I hope you all are fine. And students, from today we are going to start the writing of our grammar, that is lesson number 5, verb. Okay, so on open page number 34, A1. Underline the verbs in the following sentences. Means they have given us the sentence, in that we have to underline the verbs and write T for verbs that have object and I for the verbs that don't have the object. Name the direct object wherever needed. Okay, so first word, Subir has fallen asleep. Here we have to underline the word fallen, and the word here is I. Okay, that is I for verbs. Then second is the bell rang loudly. Here also we are going to underline the word rang, and here we are going to write the word I. Okay, then third one, the peon rang the bell. Here we are going to underline the word the rang, and here we are going to write T. Okay, so here we are going to write T. T for definite verb, transitive verb, and I for intransitive verb. Okay, now fourth one, she praised her friend's painting. Here we have to underline the word praised, and here we have to write T, transitive verb. Okay, next, he heard a sound. Here we have to underline the word heard, and here we have to write T. Then sixth one, Prabhi told Nibha a story. Here we have to underline the word told, and here we have to write the word T. Okay, after that on page number 35, A1, that is look at the underlined words. Write DO for direct object and IO for the indirect object. DO for direct object and IO for indirect object. Surbhi gave Amrita a pen. For direct object, what we have to do? We have to use direct object usually affected by what? Action verb. And in indirect object is the person of whom something is given or whom something is done. Okay, so here first one given, so it is an action word. So here which word we are going to write? We are going to write DO, that is the direct object. Grandfather bought Vinod a bicycle. Means for whom? A person. So here we are going to write indirect object. After that, the teacher taught us a song. Song is the action word, so it is the direct object. After that, Shubhra gave her sister a flute. Sister is a person, so here is the indirect object about her. So we had gifted a flute, so sister is underlined, so it is the indirect object. Then Fiona made a beautiful painting. Here which word they have underlined? Painting, so it is the direct object. Painting is the action word, so it is the direct object. After that, again on page number 35 only, B1. State whether the underlined verbs are finite verb. Now what is the meaning of finite verb? A finite verb change form with the change in the number or person of the subject, or a change in tenses. Means they are changing the number, tenses, or the person of the subject. So we have to read the sentence which in this now they have underlined the word. We have to read that, and we have to say whether they are finite or we have to just leave that. Okay, so first one, the children started to sing. To sing is not the finite verb, so we will put dash in that box. Okay, now second one, Rohan stood up to answer in class. Here the word stood is the change of the action. So here what will come? We are
7 Eric, come down with your bag. Pack your bag and come down. Standard 7 Eric.
See whether the underlined verbs are finite or not. If they are finite, we have to write in the box F, and if they are not finite, we have to just put a dash on that. Now what is the meaning of finite? Finite are the verbs that change form with the changes in the number, person of the subject, or change the tenses. Okay, they change the tenses also, they change the number also, or the person of the subject also. Okay, and who's changing that? That is the finite verb. Okay, so first one now we are going to read. The children started to sing. To sing is not the finite verb, so we are going to just put dash there. Now second one, Rohan stood up to answer in class. Stood is the finite verb, so we are going to write there F. Okay, now third one, the teacher asked the students for their books. Now ask is the finite verb, so we are going to write there F. Now next, jogging is good for keeping fit. Here fit, jogging is not the finite verb, so we are just going to put dash. Now next, the principal is in a meeting. Now principal is in the meeting. This is not the finite verb, so we are just going to put that dash. Then sixth one, the gardener found him hiding under the staircase. Here found is the finite verb, so we are just going to write that F. After that, the next question is on page number 37, and that is the C1. And C1 we are not going to write here because that we are going to write in our notebook. Okay, after that is question number D of page number 37, that is choose the correct participle from the bracket to fill in the blanks. What is the meaning of participle now? Participle is the non-finite verb. They are adding ing also, or ed, or d, or t, ed or t, and can work as an adjective in a sentence. They work as an adjective in a sentence. When we are adding ing, the sentence is of present participle, and when we are adding in that ed or d, it becomes the past participle. Okay, so here first one, they dash boat left the harbor. The boat left the harbor is the past participle, so here sailing or sailed, the answer is sail. Eat the dash orange, peeling or peeled, the correct word is peeled. Okay, now next, the plumber will repair the dash tap. Dripping or drip, as he is doing now, he is repairing now, she will repair. So, it will repair now. So, the correct word is dripping, not drip. Okay, now next, everyone was busy looking for my dash ring. As he has already lost that thing, so all was searching it now. So, the correct word is lost. Okay, next, I couldn't find dash water anywhere. Drank or drinking, he couldn't find what? Drinking water. So which one we are going to write here? Drinking. After that, next, the bird came in through the dash window. From which window? Broken window or breaking window? The correct answer is broken. Okay, so write there broken. After that, next question is on page number 37, E1 only. Complete the sentences using suitable to plus verb form. Means we have to add the word to plus verb to form the sentence. Our class likes. What our class likes? To play. Right there in the dash, to play. Next, our class doesn't like to read. Write there, to read. She promised to study. So write that, to study. Next is my aunt told me to read. So write that, to read. Mia taught him to cook. So write that, to cook. After that is the next question on page number 37, that is F1. Students, now page number 37, E1. and that is identify whether the underlined word are gerunds, participle or infinite. If they are infinitive, then it is how it is? It is 2 plus verb. It is gerunds, then it is verb plus ing. And if they are participle, means they are making the sentence change by adding ing or ed or t to make the verb as what how they are going to work. Then they are working as the adjective in the sentence. If they are adding ing, then it is a present participle, and if they are adding ed or t, then it is a past participle. Okay, so these are the three different types. So we have to read the sentence and to find out whether it is belonging to infinitives or participle or it is gerunds. Okay, so I like whistling. Here the word is whistling, whist plus ling, so it is gerund. So write there G. Second, I like to whistle. To whistle is what? It is the infinitive, so write there I. To plus verb, so it is the infinitive, so write there I. Okay, after that is cooking is fun. Cooking means cook plus ing, so it is gerund, so write there G. Then I want to read the newspaper. To read, so to plus verb, so it is infinitive, so write there I. Cleaning is one of my chores, so it is cleaning, so G. Chores, gerunds. Okay, then fifth one, the watering can is rusty. Here watering plus watering here is used as the adjective word because water plus ing and can is also there, so that is the participle. Okay, we have then seventh one, the whistling boy cycled down the street. Whistling boy, this is also an adjective. This word is used as adjective in the sentence now. So by adding ing, this become the present participle. So write there P. Then next, we have to water plants more often in summer. 2 plus water, so that is an infinitive word. So write there I. Then ninth one, the rotting apple was found in the basket. Here rotting and apple is also there, so this word is used as adjective in the sentence, so this is P, participle. The ticking clock reminded me that I was late. Here also we are going to write participle because ticking clock is the adjective word used in the sentence, so here is P, participle. Okay, now 11th one. Swimming is one of the best exercise. Swim plus ing, so this is gerund. Which word here it is? It is a gerund, so write there G. He looked to walk in the garden. 2 plus verb, so this is an infinitive verb, so write there I. 13th one, it was tearing walk home. So here is again participle, tearing plus walk. So this is the adjective word used in the sentence, so write there P. Now speeding car jumped the red light. Here also speeding car, so that is the participle now. So present participle, so write there P as a participle there. Would you like to draw a picture? 2 plus draw is given here, so it is the infinitive word. Next 16th one, the children went out to play. To play is also the infinitive word, so write there I in 16th one. Now G1, helping other is an attribute. Here helping is again the gerund, so write there G. Then next is reading is their favorite pastime. Here also reading is the gerund, so write there G. Walking is a good exercise. Walking is a good exercise. Walking is also the gerund, so write there G. We ate baked vegetable for dinner. Baked word. So it is a word which is used, adjective word is used in the sentence now by adding ed, that is the past participle. So there also you are going to write P. Okay students. Okay students, now page number 38 G1, that is read the sentence in the first column and underline the phrasal verb. Phrasal verbs then match the verb with their meaning in the second column. Means we have to match column A with the column B. Okay, we have to find out the correct meanings. What time will the party break up? First one is given on D1, that is start. So write after D1. You are going to draw the line also, or you can write the number also. Whichever you want, it depends on you whether you want to draw the line or you are going to write just number. Okay. With first one D1, that is what time will the party break up? That is start. Okay. Break up the sentence into its parts. The sentence second is C1, that is divide. So write there second one. Third one, a thief breaks into houses, and that is third one. And the number third is on A1, that is enters without permission. Write there 3 near A. Now fourth one, I am going turn in. Fourth one, that is D1 or E1, that is go to bed. Write there fourth one near E. Okay, now fifth one, turn down his request. That is fifth one, F1. Match fifth one with F and write there fifth number, that turn down his request, refuse. Okay, now sixth one, she will set out on the trip tomorrow, and on the same meaning of that is take steps towards, that is H1. So match sixth one with the H1. Okay, now a seventh one, she will set about completing the report. Okay, so seventh one is B1, that is come to an end. What's that meaning? Come to an end. Okay, so match B1, seventh one with the B1 and write there number seventh one, or you can write there B1 also. Now eighth one, she has set apart some money for the holiday, and that is reserved. Okay, so write there in G1 reserved B1. Okay, after that question, that is of page number 38 A1, identify whether the underlined verbs are transitive T or intransitive I. If the word are transitive, what we have to do in transitive verb? In transitive verb, the verb is used with an object, a person or thing, affected by the action. They are affected by the action. And in intransitive, the verb, what they do, the verb does not have any object. Means in transitive object they are having verb, and in intransitive verb they are not having the verb. Okay, so first one, the children played Scrabble. So here which word we are going to write? That is transitive. So write there T. Okay, now second one, the bird chirp in their nest. So it is, there is no object is there now. So here is I. Then third one, the students wrote an essay. Here also no verb is there. So it is also an intransitive. So write there I. Please close the gate. Gate is the verb now. So here you are going to write in fourth one transitive. Okay, now fifth one, the horse ate a bag of oats. Yes, which what you are going to write there? Ate as it is a transitive. In 1947, Pandit Nehru gave his first speech. In this there is no verb. So here we are going to write I. That is interactive verb. Okay. Then next is ninth one. That is James Watt invented the steam engine. Here the verb is there. So it is transitive verb. So write that T. Then the team has been practicing all morning. Here verb is not there. So write there I. Okay. Then next one is page number 39B1. Write F for sentences where the underlined words are finite verbs. And those who are not, we have to just write NF. Okay. The children are playing in the field. Are playing in the field means finite verb. So write there F. Slim was watching TV when the phone rang. Here also the word is finite. So write there F in second one. The third one. The student ran after the puppies. Here also the word we have to write ran is the finite verb. So write there F. Then fourth one. The children were reading their books silently in the class. Word reading is what? It is also the finite verb. So write there F in the fourth one. Then fifth one. My friend helped her brother to jump over the ditch. Here to jump is the infinitive word. So we are going to write there an F. Okay. Then means it is not infinite. Then next. My favorite ice cream flavor is my pineapple. So it is finite verb. Okay, next seventh one. The library has books for children of all age. So it is also the finite word. So write F. Then the headmistress gave permission to the children to play outside. To play is not the finite verb. It is an infinitive verb. So there we are going to write not finite. NF. NF for not finite. Okay. Next. I am busy completing my homework. So here we have to write F. Okay. Then next, please don't forget to buy milk. To buy is also not the finite. So write NF. Okay. After that, next question is starting. Use suitable participles and gerunds from the box to complete the sentences. Okay. A dash stone gathers no moss. So here which word we are going to use? Colored. So write there colored. Second one. Father taught me dash. What does the father taught me? Rolling. So write there rolling. Dash is a good hobby. Which is the good hobby? That is reading. So write there reading. R-E-A-D-I-N-G, reading. The word which we are writing first are gerunds and which are writing in the after that are participles. In participle we are adding ing, in present participle ed and d with the past participle, and in gerunds we are only using verb plus ing. Okay, so read properly. I will go dash in summer. Where I am going in summer? Swimming. Right there swimming. My uncle likes dash. What my uncle likes? Walking. So right there walking. Children simply love what? They simply love playing. After that next. The old man was tired of dash. What is that? Walking. The old man was tired of walking. The police are looking for the dash. And what is that? Stolen. Right there stolen. After that next. Stolen is not ing. In past participle we are writing past participle and present participle we are adding ing also, ed also, t also. Okay, so that is the participle. Car. Stolen car. Means the police are looking for what? They are looking for the stolen car. Okay, next. She used dash with the puppet. Here what we are using? We are using cooking paper. Okay. Next, it is easy to play cricket on dash grass. That is trimmed. Write that trimmed. After that, on page number 40. Page number 40. Identify the underlined verb form. Write I for infinite, P for participle and G for gerunds. Okay. First one. It is important to sleep for at least 6 hours each day. So to sleep means it is an infinitive. So write there I. Okay. Cooking and dusting are the chores that I do. So write there G, gerunds. Next, reading is my favorite pastime. So reading is gerund. So write there G then. The uprooted tree fell across the road. So write there P because it is the adjective word used with noun. Now we are using the verb as adjective with noun. So this is the participle. Here is the missing piece of the puzzle. So here we have to write G. Then next sixth one. Let me remember your tone code. So here we have to write P, participle. I went to visit grandmother next week. To visit means in infinitive. Then eighth one. I am so happy to see you. To see means infinitive. So write there I. After that ninth one. I saw the approaching storm. Approaching storm means participle. So write there P on the dash of ninth one. Now tenth one. Everyone admired my newly decorated house. Decorated house. So we have to write there P as the participle. Please call me to help you. To help is the infinitive word. So write there I. After that, when will you finish talking? So talking, which word it is? It is a gerund. So write there G. Okay, now next one. That is 13th one. Sabya likes mashed potato with mint sauce. So here mashed potatoes are the words used as verbs are the word used as adjective with the noun. So it is participle. Next, 11th one. Always drink filtered water. Filtered water is the past participle. So write there P. Then 15th one. He woke up early to go to the dairy. So to go means it is the infinitive. So write there I. Then acting is a popular activity in our school. So acting is the popular activity now. So write there gerund G there. Okay. I thought I heard a hissing sound. Hissing sound means it is a participle. Okay. So write there P. The baby likes to play with my mobile phone. To play is the infinitive word. So students, what you are going to do? You are going to listen this properly and you are going to write this in your grammar textbook lesson number 5. Okay students, so write neatly and copy properly in your textbook. So bye and take care of yourself.